to the sky. Never let adventures pass you by. Be free and follow your crazy dreams. We're living our vision in the RV. Come ride with us and you'll be free.
Welcome to this version of LivinRVision as we cook. That makes no sense. But anyway.
Welcome to Braun and Michelle Cooking a Show.
Also known as Brian and Michelle of LivinRVision Cooking Show. What are we making today?
I don't know.
Coconut cream pie. However, it's low carb and it's very good.
You've got to see this.
Very, very good.
I should know, of course, but no, actually this is a pie that Brian made me way back when we still had the Airstream Classic. And we thought, being in a van, some people like to ask us a lot, do you really cook in there? Do you cook very much? Because we do eat out a lot, we admit that. But we're going to be making this today in the van. So.
Yeah. Well, in the Airstream, we made the crust also, and we had
the easy bake oven because it was like so small.
The convection oven's great, but it just takes a longer time to cook stuff, and then when it's hot outside, you're creating more heat when you open it, and you gotta. But anyway.
Long story short, we bought a crust.
Yeah, just buy a crust. Like at Whole Foods, you can get gluten-free crust. You can get if you're looking at carbs, actually a regular crust is lower carb than a gluten-free crust.
Yeah, fun fact.
Personally, I just like the filling, so we just got a graham cracker crust. It's lower carb if Michelle wants to eat the crust, and I'll just chow down on the filling. All right, should we get busy?
Let's go. What do we got here? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to combine heavy cream and coconut cream, unsweetened coconut cream.
Organic, isn't it?
Right.
I think we got.
Yeah.
Organic.
I can start on that. You want to grab the heavy cream?
See how we can just move right by each other in this van?
Yeah.
Nope. We're gonna probably need both of these. Okay.
You want to finish this?
Sure. I'm gonna measure out
Right.
All right.
And we need medium heat.
You need to come over here. 1 cup heavy cream and 1 cup coconut cream. Heavy cream and 1 cup coconut cream. Switch. This is what happens when you live in a van.
So we are going
to get used to it.
Just have this bring to a simmer over medium heat.
You want to catch it right before it boils, and then I got to get the eggs.
Yeah.
These are extra special.
Yeah.
And actually, they need to be by the sink. And we do have the little extended table on the end here of the counter, but I think we could probably get away with not using that today.
So in a medium bowl, we're whisking eggs, egg yolk, powdered sweetener, and salt.
Mm-hmm. So 2 whole eggs.
Correct.
Oops. And 1 egg yolk.
How are we coming on the simmering?
Put this over here. If you're wondering why we got hot pads on the counter, that's just to protect the counter. Sometimes we'll throw a paper towel down just to protect the counter from getting scratched.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're noisy.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
What we use for the powdered sweetener is Swerve.
Sometimes we use the pure organic 100% erythritol, but Swerve is erythritol.
Okay, and we need 2/3 cup of that.
And a pinch of salt.
is, it just came to simmer.
Is it simmering?
Yep, it's simmered. 2/3 cup is what they need.
Yeah, I know.
You need your readers?
I do. Where are you at? 2/3.
It's
there
right
it is.
there.
There it is. Right below 3/4.
Math is hard.
Close enough for an Italian.
And a pinch of salt.
I already did that.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so you're whisking that. Whisk, whisk, whisk.
Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey. Whiskey? I wonder what that would taste like in here.
No,
No?
we're not doing that. Okay, if that is whisked,
That is... What?
I said that on purpose.
Sure.
Then we pour
Can
in,
you put the eggs back in there?
yep. Then we pour in about
slow.
half of the hot cream, whisking continuously to temper the eggs.
Yep.
So now you need
Let's move this there.
this there.
And now here, you a whisk, and now you pour ya.
Okay, half of the egg mixture.
Yes, ma'am. No, half of the
Oh,
cream.
yes.
So you slowly pour and hold that, the bottom of that edge, but hold it over in case it starts to drip off of the bottom.
Let's see. This is comical. Okay, there we go.
You want to pour it slow. You're trying to temper them eggs slowly. You don't want to. You don't want to dump the.
Do that.
You don't want to do that either. You don't want to dump the half of the hot cream all at once and and have scrambled eggs.
Okay, here, let me grab this. Working in close quarters is
It's great.
teamwork.
Corner. Corner. Behind you, Trey. Look, we're just trying to keep this particular area clear so I can run my pass through here. That's culinary professional talk.
Then slowly whisk the tempered egg mixture back into the pan of hot cream.
Slowly pour it in. And as you're doing this and as it's cooking, it'll start to thicken. But it won't be all the way thick yet. We'll have to add the xanthan gum, everything else here, and then when you put it in the refrigerator, that's when it thickens the rest of the way. I wonder how many people are laughing right now.
You might have to speed this part up in the video. Wow, look how fast my hand is going. So cook another 4 to 5 minutes, whisking continuously until the mixture becomes thick.
Alexa, start timer for 4 minutes.
Okay, so you might want to
Okay.
edit this part to, because they don't want to watch for 4 to 5 minutes.
You know?
Okay, so it's thickened, and we remove it from the heat.
2 tablespoons of melted butter. A half teaspoon of vanilla.
I love the smell of vanilla.
Oh, me too.
A 4th teaspoon
That's what
of
this is.
xanthan gum. And then I whisk briskly.
Yeah, you need to briskly whisk. Start brisking, whisking.
Well, you gotta be done. Okay. Briskly whisking. And then, how much of the shredded coconut? Unsweetened shredded coconut.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's got plenty of sweetness and it's
Yeah.
really good. Tastes
3/4 cup.
3/4 cup. Tastes just like a sugar. You not to know the difference. What was that?
Okay. The unsweetened coconut tastes just like sugar?
No, the whole pie.
Oh, yeah.
You from Jersey? Yeah.
I know some Jersey friends.
Yes, we do. And they
Okay.
say, yeah.
This is just making me hungry.
I know, smells good already.
Okay. I think we're all...
Stir in the shredded coconut. Now we're pouring the mixture into the baked pie crust. Pre-baked. Alright, so we're just using this is from Whole Foods, 365 brand. Graham cracker crust. So each slice of pie is like 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. If you cut this pie in 8 slices. Yeah. So FYI. And then you'll have to add in, you know, if you're going to eat the crust and factor in the carbs of the crust.
Alrighty, here we go. Oh my gosh, it just smells so good. Okay. Now we're gonna put it in the fridge for 2 to 3 hours, but we're definitely gonna do like a solid 3.
Now we're gonna make the heavy, well, the whipped cream out of heavy cream, and we use this a lot. It works well. It contains everything right there, so the beater is getting it really good, and it's easy to put this in the freezer to chill it with this, and it only takes like 15 minutes, and we found that that's long enough. I'm gonna do it in the sink in case I splatter, and then we just use a cup of heavy whipping cream. There we go.
When do you add this? So now?
Yeah, and now we'll add our erythritol. Doesn't taste good without that. 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, and then 1/3 cup of erythritol with swerve.
So Brian is an expert at making heavy whipping cream.
Expert.
'Cause we make it a lot. We have it with
Sliced strawberries.
Strawberries or whatever, or just by itself as a treat because it's low carb and this way low carb and it's really good. He's got it down to a science.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really. It sure don't look like it. Looks like he's struggling to me. Well, when you're working in a small space and with a small, I mean, it would be easier in our mixing bowl,
yeah.
obviously. That mixing bowl's big to be putting in the freezer when our freezer's pretty much full already.
You have to adapt to your surroundings.
Yeah. Sometimes when you get married, you gotta adapt to your surroundings.
Quit getting in the camera so they can't see my expression.
Stick the lid on this because we're going to put this in the fridge to keep it cool so we can put on top of the pie later. So next we're going to toast the coconut so that we can put that on top of the whipped cream once we put the whipped cream on. And then we're going to cut the pie and we're going to eat the pie.
I want pie.
No. No pie.
Why?
If you're doing low carb or if you just want
That's all dirty.
a yummy pie, coconut cream that you can make at home, it's not too hard. If you have more space, obviously it's going to be much easier, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
About 500 watts, and then you hit this again, drop it down to about 300 degrees. Oh yeah.
So this is supposed to be a 1/4 cup, but yeah, just kind of
Feel like you're covering a pie.
Yeah.
Because that's all it's for.
And then again,
then
unsweetened coconut flakes.
Yes. It takes a while to toast them. You don't want to burn them, of course, but you just keep moving them around because if you let them sit still, of course, they're going to burn. That's another thing about cooking in a small space in the van. The smells, depending on what you're cooking. Sometimes we don't want to cook, like bacon. Michelle absolutely hates it if I cook bacon in here. She just...
Fish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the smell lingers for a while.
I think that's good.
We'll just stick all this on a paper plate for now. Alright, we'll wait 2 to 3 hours and let that pie chill, and then put the whipped cream on top and this, and cut it up and have a bite.
Sounds good. Good.
Here it is. Now for the taste test.
That is good.
What?
Does not even taste low carb at all. That's good. Oh, you want a piece?
I'm just wondering what time it is.
Time for pie?
Time to call it a day.
Oh.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click that little bell, and hit that thumbs up. See you next week.